r/AskReddit, you're at a job interview and they say, tell me your best joke, what do you say? During the museum exhibition, the tour guide was speaking of a fossil. And this fossil here is exactly 30 million years and 6 months old. To which a guest had to ask how it was, they had such accurate readings on it. Well, the fossil was 30 million years old when I came to work here, and I've been working here for 6 months. I'm a tour guide and I'm definitely stealing that one. I'm an electrical engineer, so that makes this one-liner even better. Most people are shocked when they find out I'm a terrible electrician. I know 10 jokes about electrical engineering. Number 7 will shock you. If you call an electrician Sparky, what do you call LV techs? Sparkler. What type of engineer is the best with electricity? A conductor. It's okay, you conduit. I just had a policeman knock on my door looking for a man with one eye. I told him if he used both eyes he might have better success. I had a police officer knock on my door and told me my dogs were chasing people on bikes, but my dogs don't even own bikes. Guess who I bumped into on the way to the optometrist? Everyone. Wanna hear a joke about Jehovah's Witnesses? Knock knock. This seems like out of Naked Gun. I was gonna tell you a joke about time travel but you didn't like it. This joke is so next week. That's a 50/50th joke. Oh, I don't tell jokes in the workplace anymore. My last one was so funny everybody made me go tell it to HR in person. Was it so funny they laughed your immediate suspension out? Buddy's dad asked an employee what they did over the weekend. They saw the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He said, wow. That's great. I didn't know they had their whole own orchestra. He received a trip to HR. I was addicted to soap but now I am clean. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around. If that doesn't do the trick. Asterisk, guess who I saw on the way back? Asterisk. Asterisk everyone. Asterisk. I tried to cure my addiction to Thanksgiving leftovers but I can't quit cold turkey. I'm addictive to brake fluid, but I can stop anytime. I have a Polish friend who is a sound technician. And a Czech one too. Mic check. This is dumb. I love it. 5 stars. I'm an audio engineer so this one would work well for me. I'm alone and I legit laughed out loud at this one. Well done. Doctor, okay Steve, this is a standard procedure, so don't get aroused. Patient, my name's not Steve. Doctor, I know. I'm Steve. LOL. 2 drunks walk out of a bar. They see a dog laying on the sidewalk, licking his nuts. The first drunk says, I wish I could do that. The second drunk says, you'd better pet him first and make sure he doesn't bite. Why did the blind man fall into a well? Because he couldn't see that well. Hired. The entire Norm Macdonald moth joke, just waste the guy's time. Best one of these ever, is Nate the Snake. Link. How many flies does it take to screw in a light bulb? And GT, 2. But how they get in there? And LT. How many Jewish grandmothers does it take to change a light bulb? That's okay, he'll just sit here in the dark. Went to a job interview and the interviewer asked me what do you see as your biggest fault, to which I replied, I'm too honest, to which the interviewer said I see that as a good quality, not a fault, to which I said, I don't give a fuck what you think. A grasshopper walks into a bar. The bartender says, hey, we have a drink named after you. The grasshopper says, you have a drink named Neil. I really want this job and care deeply about this company. A man goes into a restaurant, and he sits down. He's having a bowl of soup and he says to the waiter, waiter, come taste the soup. Waiter says, is something wrong with the soup? Guess what my optometrist said to me earlier? I'm over here. Taste the soup. Waiter says, is there something wrong with the soup? Is the soup too hot? Will you taste the soup? Waiter says, what's wrong, is the soup too cold? Will you just taste the soup? Waiter says, alright, he'll taste the soup, where's the spoon? Aha. Aha. Ah, what do you know from funny? A priest, imam, and rabbi walk into a bar. Bartender says, what is this, some kind of joke? Okay, this one is it, LOL. A guy walks into a bar and says, ow. I say, have you not read my resume yet? A horse walks into a bar. Bartender, Hey. Horse, sure. Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because, if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. This joke works in the US. Not so much in England. A guy goes to his doctor and says, "Doctor, I think I'm losing my hearing." Doctor replies, "Can you describe the symptoms for me?" Guy says, "Okay. Homer is fat and bald, Marge has tall blue hair. My penis was in the Guinness Book of World Records. Then the librarian asked me to take it out. Not work appropriate." A man is washing his car with his son. A few moments after starting, the son asks, "Dad, can't you just use a sponge?" After I handed my father his 50th birthday card, he looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, "One would have been fine." Sorry Brian Williams, I'm stealing your joke for this one. 2 fish in a tank, one says to the other, "How do you drive this bloody thing?" I went for a job interview the other day and the guy asked, "Can you perform under pressure?" I said no, but I do a pretty good Bohemian Rhapsody. Did you hear about the guy who went to the hospital with 3 toy horses in his ass? And GT, his condition is stable. And LT. Somebody just asked me to tell my best joke and I told them the one about the chiropractor. It was about a week back. I used to tell a joke about Jonestown, but the punchline was too long. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. Why did 7 eat 9? Because you're supposed to eat 3 squared meals. Because 7 is a registered 6 offender. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs at your door? Matt. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs, taped to the wall? Art. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs floating in the ocean? Bob. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs from far away? Doesn't matter what you call him, he's not coming over. What do you call 2 guys with no arms and no legs hanging above your window? Kurt and Rod. Nice try, Amy Schumer. 2 cannibals are eating Amy Schumer and one of them turns to the other and asks, "Hey, does this taste funny to you?" To which his companion responds, "No." What do you do with a dead chemist? Bury him. Fuck, now I'm just imagining being asked this question in an interview and just saying, "Why don't you tell me?" Breaks into song. Where does a 4-star general keep his armies? Answer, in his Levi's. Ah yes, the impossible quiz. What did 0 say to 8? Nice belt. Lights turn off. Is this the real life? Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.